What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. So BTC, I did a bit of a pump yesterday. Now what we've got Monday's range going on forward, so we can play. 1 second there. Yeah, now we've got Monday's range. We can play Monday's range itself going forward with BTC and Ethereum. We'll see what's going on, and we'll go from there. We'll just play it level to level. I'm not bullish on the market. To be honest, I'm gonna be on in terms of the market. I'll be bullish for a certain reason if we do certain things, which we'll do the plans there. So let's see who we got here, man. We got Daink Country Club. Morning to you, my brother. Good to see you here as well. Guna, Marta, morning to you. Justin, how's it going, brother? Joel, Thomas, good to have you here. Bernardo, Kep, how you doing, man? John Kaboosh, good morning the second. How you doing, brother? And I'm just chilling, Kep, man. Just chilling. Same old, innit? You know how it is. Looking at Ethereum, for those who are actually in the group in it, I was showing the an Ethereum trade itself. But depending on what happens, we might have to take a trade soon. But we'll see how it goes. We'll do the whole thing together. And Vimash, how's it going, man? I'm doing well. You know, it's been a good morning so far. And yeah, man, just take it one step at a time, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Gash? Yeah, the levels was alright actually. You know, the levels were quite good. You know, we did a reaction. To be honest, there's a few things that's gonna happen there. Now, like, you know, this is the big thing in it. The big thing is that's talked about is this FOMC that's happening tomorrow. Now, don't know if you guys are aware, with the US bond yield, it's actually going up quite like stupidly as well, which means that the Fed's gonna have to halt the price tomorrow. Like, yeah, a good amount as well to bring it back down, because it's not looking good. So 75 BPS, 100 BPS is the question here. What happens? I mean, I'm seeing, like, you know, people are saying like at 75 BPS is bullish for crypto. I don't think it's going to be bullish, man. I mean, look, we've been having BPSs like hawkish rises for freaking since the beginning of the year, and it hasn't been good. So how is 75 BPS going to be any good? Or even 50? How's that going to be any good? It just still means that they're still thinking like it hasn't calmed down. Inflation is still high. You need to remember another thing. The US government, they changed the meaning of inflation not too long ago. Before, if it was 2 quarters worth of hawkish prices, right, then it would be called as a recession. But now they changed to 4 quarters. So we're nearly done with the 3rd quarter there. So are they going to call it at the end of the year, you know, beginning of 2023, then say, yeah, we're in recession now, and then the price will collapse in terms of like everything else, and dollar will keep on going? Is that what's going to happen? Because they're delaying the whole principle of actually being, you know, of calling it a recession. It's a fucking recession, man. Let's just be honest, man. Inflation is so fucking high. You have to actually you have to deflate the price now. Yeah, deflation has got to happen. So we don't know what happens though. But dollar to me is still gonna be bullish. We'll talk about dollar, and we'll talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum and see what's going on, and touch base on ES as well. But yeah, we'll see what's up. How was your exam, Vimash? How was it, man? Hopefully it went well, and wish you the best as well. Hope you do pass as well. Ed, walaikum salam, man. Welcome. But thank you so much for that, man. Yeah, BDC played out how I mapped it. It's a game. It's a game. You know, when you understand price action, it's a game. So we'll see what happens. 6 quarters, fucking hell, man. Bearish red lasers. Cryptique, good to have you here. Arcliano, good to have you here too. TCX, how's it going, brother? And we got Vanessa. How's it going, Vanessa? For those who don't know who Vanessa is, that's Pirate. So watch how this the chat will go mad in a bit. So Trader Gash was saying, we are running into FOMC the same as we ran into the CPI print, unless we go risk off today before I don't think we're gonna go risk off. I think it's not a risk on asset at the moment. There's no risk on at all. But we'll just touch base on it. Let me bring up the US 10Y first, and I'll bring up the chat there. So Vanessa, oh, by the way, Vanessa's back home as well, so that's good for her. I'm really happy to hear that she's actually back home, and she's back in the, well, she's feeling a lot better now. So this is the 10-year bond yield, looking very, very bullish, as you can see. Looking on the weekly. Let's go on the monthly first. touch base on it. This is not looking fucking good though. So, I mean, what would to draw a trend line? What's going on over here? From this, well, we clearly have broken it. You see this? We got, oops, that's the name, didn't do it right properly. So let's do it from this high to about here. Yeah, you can say that. Or let's have a look. What else can we say? We can say this one here, this high. Even if you do it like that, whichever way you want to do it, like this or that, or even the previous one that we had, it's all bullet. It's not looking, well, it's fucking looking horrible. So I've gone the yearly. We've taken out some key levels in the yearly. I mean, where are we gonna find resistance? I think yeah, I think it's gonna come into this area here. This is what it's gonna come into, right over here, into this consolidation right here. This consolidation. This is where I see price coming up to. So unless something like this happens, I don't know. It doesn't look good. But if we reclaim it, fucking hell, it's gonna be so bad for across the market. Really bad on stocks, crypto, the lot. So this is an indication to give me an idea of like how the look at that. So yeah. Let me do these lines properly. So if I actually delete everything, I know what I'm looking at. So it's this low here. That's acting as, and then we got this price action right over here. This is the consolidation over there. So price either comes into here, finds resistance and breaks down, or comes into here, finds a bit of support, comes into this area, breaks down, and then shorts it back down there. And that will be consolidation there. I mean, as a range band environment on the quarterly, let's have a look. We got literally, let's have a look. This low here, it's basically this candle. So this, definitely this high there. To this low here. That's what I'd say. Yeah, it's this. That's where the range band environment is. So if I were to do a mid range, find out where the mid range is. Yeah, we're above the mid range. Look how we found support on the quarterly. So I'll delete, hide all this. Yeah, at least to a very minimum. Well, this is, well, we're coming into some sort of resistance now, actually, in all fairness. So if the Feds get this under control, we should find resistance in this area here. Can you see this consolidation over here? I think there's resistance. This is going to have to be a resistance as long as we pop into it. Do we take out liquidity on this side and then break down? So this is like a range band play. Back to mid range. It's not looking good. I think the Fed's gonna rise the rates. I think look, he's either had to do 75 or 100. It's not looking good, but this is shit though. If you ask me, this is really shit. Dollar index. Let's have a look at dollar index. Dollar index is still looking strong. I mean, we got some flat body candles over here, right, and a flat body candle there. Again on the quarterly. See this area of consolidation is right here. This is where we're looking to come into, right into this area. So we're looking at approximately 111 point, yeah, let's say 111.5, around that area. This is where we're looking for a reaction because we've never retested this this consolidation. So a retest, break down, then it's all good, or do we actually carry on for taking out this liquidity up there and then break down? We don't know. Or does it come up into this area here and then find support and then comes into this area here? So if it does that, this is not looking good then. So again, it's looking quite shit. If it does that, you know your target will be over here. So you're going to short the market in terms of forex, short the stocks, short everything actually, short even crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum, the lot. It's going to be horrible. Take care, Vanessa. Have a good day. Speak to you soon. Yeah, it's not looking good, bro, isn't it? But yeah, man, it's shit though, if you ask me. So let's have a look at Bitcoin. I mean, the quarterly is closing in 10 days. It still doesn't look good on the quarterly. I mean, it's still a bearish. I mean, if we reclaim the quarterly, it's just resistance. It's resistance, that's all it is. So next quarter, pop into there, close, and then carry on. So we might do this, come into there, and then go a lot more lower here. This could actually happen. I don't see why not on a quarterly. And it'll come into this area right over there, which comes into, which is about, yeah, 10k, 10.8. Let's call it 11k area. That's what could happen as well. And then we'll see if we actually range band in this area for some time, then reclaim, and then let's go up higher. Once we get up to this, fucking let's go. But yeah, in terms of, it's a messy trade. Like, if swing trades wise, it's messy. It's actually going to be quite a bit of a difficult one in my opinion. But bring up my levels. I can see we're still below. So this is a range band environment over here. Let's bring this up there. So as you can see, we're still in this range band thingy. So this is the range band environment on the weekly. Yeah, we got some deviation, a massive ass deviation, another deviation there, one more over here, just another one. It's just a messy fucking range actually. So if I were to actually bring it up and have a look on just the July's range, let's have a look. So what's happening with July's range? So this is it. So we're finding resistance off this Monday's low on the 29th of August. You see, this is the range band environment right there. So we got, so let's just break this down. We got the June's low. This is June's low. July's low. July's high. Liquidity has been taken out. Liquidity is taken out. Liquidity is taken out over here. These lows, right? So we also got support, a lot of support and resistance on this area here. I mean, if we step into this area here, then we can play back into the monthly open, maybe into this area here first, to be honest. I mean, let's just fucking put a line over there. I have an idea. Give me a second there. Those are the shapes. Rectangle. Let's highlight that. And let's just see how this works out. Let's go on the daily, on the 1 hour. See this area consolidation that's happened over here, right? So yes, we are below. This is a pretty clean range, I gotta say, a very clean range. So you see this, the low over here and the high over here. That's the Monday's range that happened on the 29th of August, and it's just consolidations happening here. This is all accumulation, right? It's like price is actually accumulated over here. The deviation popped it quite strong, come back in, reaccumulation over here, and then deviation. Now the question comes down to this now, right? Do we break lower? Well, I do think we do. You know why? Have a look at this. See this high over here? This very high here is acting as, well, it once acted as resistance, popped above it, came back as support, lost it, come into it, deviation, and off we go. I think we go a lot more lower. Just to me, before we even play Monday's range, to me, let's have a look. If I were to play this, right? How would I play this? Let's have a look. Let's make a plan. Just off the 1 hour, right? So we know we got this level here. We found resistance. We popped into the Monday's low, which is back in the 29th of August. Found resistance over here one more time, and you see the lower lows, and it's still bearish market structure. So the highs, lower low, lower high, lower low. This is the lower high. We didn't take out this high over there, and then now we're looking to see if we come into this area here, into taking out the lows. But we play it level to level. So if I were to play level to level, right, as long as if he finds resistance, once we lose this level here, right over here, there, that's where price is capped at the moment. At the moment, we're stuck in this little area of consolidation, right? So you can consolidate it here for however long it wants. The moment we break below it, find resistance, break down, this is your confirmation. You start to play target 1, and then into this area here, filling out over here, going back into June's low. That's target 1, target 2. That'll be the shorts for me, right? And then obviously stop loss had to be here, because that's where you're wrong up there. Because if we do something like this, reclaim and hold into this Monday, then we're going to take out liquidity there and pop into this area consolidation. If we pop into this area consolidation, then we're going to have to wait and see how we play. So if I were to undo this, if I were to find out the mid range is probably around here, around there, and then see how we pop into this area here, reclaim this here, and I'll be looking for a long target 1 and then target 2, and trying to squeeze into monthly open and see how we react to monthly open. Because we're below monthly open, it's going to be bearish. Remember that. That's always going to be the key. Below monthly open is bearish. SC's deviation, yeah, 100%, 100%. What's going on, BC Richfield? How you doing, man? Fucking smash the likes, man. Big love to BC Richfield. Thank you so much for actually coming on, man. So to be honest, right, I'm not gonna look for much trades here in terms of, because we've got FOMC. But let's play out Monday's range, okay? So that's just a quick look on there. If I want to play short term, so we've got Monday's range, this is Monday's low, and that was Monday's high right over here. Over there. Let's make that blue. Okay, go on the 15 minutes. All right. So I was showing the guys in the group, right? You got a trend line here. So you see this low over here? Right over here. That's the trend line. We've broken the trend line as it is. So you got support, 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 pop there, finding resistance there. So now we're finding resistance there. I would have preferred us taking out Monday's liquidity and then break down. And then I would have said, yeah, you know what? Stop loss over here, playing it back down to 25% and then mid-range. That's what I would have liked. But the fact that we brought into it, it's not looking good there. It's looking really heavy. Because you see this area here? This is all consolidation right there. Price is finding deviation to it, resistance. If we pop into this one more time and start breaking down, lose this level, then I say, yep, short it back down to range low. You put your stop loss above the highs of Monday's high. And then from the 25, from the mid-range, see how we react. If we start holding above it and break above, then I say, yeah, cut the trade. This is how I look to cut the trade. Otherwise, if we shank below it, then I have to play level back to level and compound the position to this area here. And then from the 25% range, come into this area consolidation. That'll be the next set of targets, squeezing out to Monday's low, taking out liquidity on Monday's low. So which liquidity is going to go first? I don't know. We have to watch how it is. That's the bearish play in terms of Bitcoin. If I was looking for a bull play, let's have a look. A bullish play. Let's drop it down to 5 minutes. What we got here? What I'm not a fan of is this. You see all this thin move up here. So that thin move, eventually what's going to happen is we're going to have a thin move back down, which will be equivalent to how this move is to this move over there. And then we're going to end up finding resistance there. This is what I suspect. So if I were to be bullish, right, if I were to look for bullish play, I mean, this is not easy though. I'm not going to lie to you. So you got, let's have a look. I mean, we've got a range bound environment right over here. That's what we got. We got a range bound environment right there. Right, let me just drop it down to the 3 minutes actually. Let's focus on this area here. So this high was capping the market, as you can see, and this low is capping the market on the downside. So we're finding support. So if I were to play a short-term scalp, hold it, reclaim this. See that high over there? Reclaim this high there, and then I play it back into the mid-range and then into range high. Target one over here, target 2, and then target 3. And that's how I'll be looking for in terms of a scalp play. And then if you reclaim, I can hold the trade playing into this area right there. And then we just watch what happens. Because remember, we got this consolidation right over here. See this consolidation that we got this consolidation right over there. So we just got to be a bit careful, see how we go. And if we break back down, if we start breaking back down, then I'll start playing it back down with the plan that we had with the trend line that we showed. That's what I'm looking at, to be honest. So on both sides of the market, right? So bullish play in terms of both sides. So like I said, step back into Monday's this weekly range. This will now be bullish, at least to play into monthly open. We'll see how we react on the monthly open. If we get above it and take out these highs over there, then we know the 25% of the range for the target there. See if we can actually squeeze into the mid range. That's what we're looking for. But with FOMC, you know, the talks about prices hiking up and whatnot. I think it's going to go down, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, I'll play it happily depending on what happens. But if you look at the market structure, it's still bearish though. Right, let me show you. Market structure here. We've got the low, lower high, lower low, lower. Sorry, go low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then what happened was it flipped. Then from the high made a lower low, and that's a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But we did break up market structure, which is fine over here. So if it were to be legitimate, right, we should have found support off this, right? Not taking out these lows over here, reclaim this low there and keep going up higher. But instead, this was just a fake out. That was a deviation of this high there. And now we made a new lower low from this. Now the question comes down to this. If I were to actually look at what's going to happen, where would I start thinking of bullish plays? I have to see it from here. I mean, if you want confirmation from this high over there, you can see that's resistance. That's resistance, resistance, resistance. We've done a deviation there, resistance. I mean, if we reclaim this area here, this low is finding resistance. Just like I discussed as well not too long ago. Reclaim here, you know, you can play back into area target 1 and then go to target 2. And then from there, see if we can squeeze above and target 1, target 2, and then into this area here. Playing it short term, because if we take out this high, then we can start playing higher highs. But I don't think it's going to be that good, in my opinion. Reason being is that if we finding resistance off this range low here, see this range low there? We're finding resistance of this range low. We should reclaim it to be bullish. So maybe it can come down off this low here, come to this area here, still find support, and then we can play it back up. But we have to wait for a reclaim on this low, on the range low. It's that's water. Fuck, I didn't even bring any water with me. Fuck that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Bitcoin is a bit messy. It's really messy. There's not much to say in terms of a play, in all honesty. It's just the only thing I'll be focusing myself is just that Monday's range. I'm not focusing on anything else. If it does go up into this area here, then I'll just wait. Let it do its thing. Especially Wednesday, it's going to be volatile, because what could happen is do this, come back down, take out liquidity, and then on Wednesday take out liquidity on Monday's high, and then still close below here. And this was just then we all say, oh yeah, but we came into the monthly open and it was bearish. Of course, if it comes into the monthly open tomorrow, for example, and breaks down, right, especially breaks down below here, this is now your confirmation with your stop loss over here to go back down to this range low from the lows that we're playing, because this is now being a deviation. It will be end up a support. If we lose this low, then I'll say 17.5k. So not leaning bullish yet, in my opinion, just because I'm playing it on a range bound basis. So hey Vanessa, good to have you here. Do you know what? My throat's fucking dry. Let me get a glass of water, man. It's pissing me off now. Appreciate you, BC, man. Richfield is a good guy, man. Smash the likes, man, and show some love. That's Bitcoin, really. Nothing much more to say. Any questions on Bitcoin, to be honest, before we move on? Because there's not really much to talk about on Bitcoin, really. If you really look at it this way, it's just Monday's range. Monday's range is the only thing. Because look, I wouldn't be longing just here yet, right? Honestly, in all honesty, I wouldn't be longing, right? Number one, we've got major resistance here, right? It's a higher time frame resistance on the weekly low, okay? Number two, right, is that we're in Monday's range, right? We haven't taken out liquidity, that's not a problem. We're below the 25% of the range, where what's the magnet in price will be the mid-range. Because remember, on a range bound environment, we played from the low to the high, well, low to mid, mid to high, high to mid, mid to low. So we'll see what happens here, because price can come up in here, pop up, and then can carry on being bullish. So like I said with the plans, we'll see how the mid-range reacts. If it holds above, I'll cut the shorts. That I'll be looking for it. But if it goes back down below it, then I'll carry on compounding the position into this area here, back into range low, take out liquidity. Once we take out liquidity, I mean, look, let's fucking actually do this right now, actually. If we take out liquidity, what happens? Because right now, right, the price is bouncing off this area here. Let's go on the 4 hours. I can't even squeeze it in. Let's have a look. 1 second. Do you know what? I'll do it from here. From this high to this low. That's where price is actually bouncing off. So yeah, we are above it. So I'd like to see how we react. You see, this is an area of consolidation. What happened over here? We popped up, came back, support, bit of a deviation, still support, still a bit of a deviation, still support though. So now the question is, do we come back to the mid-range? So go on to the 1 hour, right? The question is, do we come into this, the mid-range, take out the mid-range, liquidity over here, for example, find support. Once we reclaim, then I can start looking for longs. This is my confirmation for me to look for longs with a stop loss there, playing back to 25% of the range, and then range high, and then from the range high, we see how it goes. If we pop up and hold above it, then that's how we go. This is a feasible plan. It's a very feasible plan, but if we find resistance below the mid-range, back down. So then once we step into this, then we play it from level to level, from this low to the mid-range, 25% of range, and then to range high. So then we see what happens from there. So do you know, remember, like, someone asked me this about a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, saying before we even popped into here, saying, so when we were doing this, right, actually let me bring up the chart here. A lot of people, like, yeah, I had some guys asking me, what do I think about 23k, because certain influencers were talking about 23k. Not a problem in it. And I was saying, right, to get to 23k, we need to come into the mid-range and find support, right, and do something like this. And then we can start looking at 23k. So this area here, into this low over there, which is also 25% of the range. Sorry, 75% of the range of the July's range. And then if we hold above it, carry on, then we can start playing higher prices. But look at this, man. The fact that it's shanked down in one go, you can't say to me that there's bullish momentum. You can't say that to me. That fast selling is not a good thing. I mean, look, the pop up was fast enough. And this movement is equivalent to the same movement over here. So you can't really, you can't get bullish straight away. So I think there's more downside in my opinion. I really think there's more downside. Go Meta, I really appreciate that. No, I haven't done the video on risk management. I haven't done that. It's been a bit of a busy one. COVID, and then they came back, and then we had the whole, Paris stuff and whatnot. There's a lot of shit I've got to get done, to be honest, as well. Tuesday tends to sweep Mondays high and lows before reversing. So you know what it is? This is what. Let's have a look. There we go. It's actually falling apart now, actually. 15 minutes. It's just the fact that, you know what happened, right? Price is coming to this area here. This is where it's found resistance. This is why I'm a bit bearish on it, on the whole thing. So you see this area here. Let me just change the color actually. See this oops. See this area here. This was consolidation. Right. Get below it. Find resistance. Now breaking down. If we lose this low, that's a breaking market structure, and you know what happens. We go back lower. At least to this area here, target 1. And then if we lose that, we take out the lows over here, and then probably, let's have a look. We have an SR. Yeah, we've got an SR right there. And then it'll be target 2. Target 2, and see if we can squeeze back into June's range. That's how you be playing this part of the section there. And that's why I'm leaning bearish though, in all honesty. I mean, I'm not going to be looking for bullish plays until Monday's high is taken out and find support. Like, who said it as well? Sidium's actually said Tuesday tends to sweep Monday's high and low before reversing. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I would like to see, ideally, Monday's high being swept up would have been a clear indication for shorts, but it doesn't have to. So you can see that this is all causing an issue there. And look, here we go. We're coming into this area now. I expect some sort of. We've got 12 minutes. We've got 12 minutes to close, so I expect some sort of support over here. What I think what's going to happen and doing is something like this. Let's just close that off there. What I think what's going to happen is I'm going to find some support there, pop one more time into this area there, and then break down, and then do this. So that's what I think is going to happen there. But then if he does this, gives me an opportunity to short. You know, my stop loss will be here. Hard stop will be there. Monday's high. So that's BTC really pretty much done. There's nothing much more to talk about. It's pretty much a simple look. Ethereum. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is an interesting one. So we've got Monday's range over there. Let's Let's go on the daily first. So yeah, we had a good sweep of the lows there. I mean, I still think what's happened is we found support off this high here, which is good. In a bull season, it would make sense to take out that first high and find support. In a bull season, find support off this high itself, and then reclaim this and then keep going up. That's a bull season. But the fact that it's doing this on a fucking bear market, come on, you know, like who are you trying to fool? That's what I'm trying to say now. Who are you trying to fool? Appreciate that, man, Jay. What's going on, Nick? How you doing? This bullish selling. The conference in Paris, it was good, man. To be honest, right, there was two sections. There was a workshop section, which was really, really good, actually, the workshops as well. And then there was the whole conference thing. The conference thing, ask BC, like BC Richfield was there. And like, we met the co-founder of Binance. That's the funny thing is, most people didn't even know there was a co-founder to Binance. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was just CZ. So if I just, actually, yeah, founders of Binance. This is Lady, man. Here we go. No. Yeah, but co-founder of Binance. Where's that lady? How come they not put it? Guys, just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, man. Just give me 1 moment. Sorry, guys. I just got to sort something out. It's quite a bit of an emergency. 1 moment there. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Well, not an emergency, but 1 second. It's okay. So, let me send this over. Non, ma mon fini transfer casta avec Michela ce compte, mon business fait les ok? Hi there. So my mom has just transferred me some money over to pay you guys for the work itself. No. You know what? 1 second. Sorry. Ma, why did you transfer me money? Forget about that, right? I'm gonna send it back to you, right, and I'll sort the rest out. Just like I am. Let me deal with the builders. Hey there, brother. I've just sent you some money over to do my mom's work in the meantime, right? So that's already sorted out there. If you need any more, just give me a shout and I'll sort the rest out for you, okay? Give me a second, guys. Hello, Ma. Listen, do me a favor. Don't send any money over to me, right? I'll take care of the rest, right? All it is, right? Let me deal with it with the builders. No. Listen, I'm at work right now. Just do me a favor. Just let me deal with it, okay? We'll talk about it after. We'll talk about it after, but let me deal with it, okay? I'll speak to you soon, man. Bye. Sorry about that, guys. Fucking hell. You know what? Yeehee. That's it. Yeehee. Oh, you found it. So, Yeehee is the co-founder of Binance, in it, and this woman is fucking passionate as well as hell, man. Let me show you. Fucking, you see, Vegeta knows, man. Vegeta knows. Yeehee. Yeehee Binance. This chick, right? Let's go to Twitter. I don't have fucking thingy. Anyway, this. Give me a second there, I'll show you. Hey, Binance, that's the one, yeah. This chick, right? She's freaking passionate as hell. So in terms of like, so me and there was me, there was Richfield, there was a bunch of us as well. Yeah, hey, you still remember? Yeah, we saw her. I think basically we saw her at the Binance conference, and she did like a chat. And this woman, she's like, she's the purpose of not purpose. To me, she gives the meaning to crypto in it. That passion she has is amazing. This girl is her mind, like her passion behind it is amazing because she talks about how like there's so many like millions of people on crypto. She wants to take over. She actually cares and on yeah exactly pure passion. Like she was in tears in the conference, like proper in tears as well, and she's the brains of the whole thingy operation and when it comes to Binance. So I'd say just keep an eye on her, man. She's fucking sick. So she was probably there was her and obviously CZ was probably the best bit of the conference in my opinion. And then like outside the conference, meeting up like BC Richfield, you got Crypto Burb. I met with Phoenix, JJ Cycles. I met up with Crypto Gel, JELLE. There's a bunch of names I've met, and that was really really sweet, man. And you know I gotta say like he's a bit peng still, bro. And now, fucking hell, caught me off guard, man. Oh my god, caught me off guard. My mind goes, she's a bit peng, you know. She is actually. She's alright, you know. She's not too bad. She's not too bad. So yeah, what was I saying? Fuck knows what I was saying now. I just got caught up. Even Richfield's like, dude, I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything. I just stayed quiet, bro. But she's got on her chin. She's got like a beauty spot on her chin. It's not a mole. It's a beauty spot. Fucking hell, you guys are fucked up, man. Here I am talking about she's sick in it. Fucking hell. Anyway, let's get cracking before we get sidetracked as well. I mean, there was a girl. I'll tell you. You know what? I had a crush on this Chinese chick. Man, her name was Jodine Tsai. When I was a kid, I tell you. Let me show you. Jodine Tsai. She was a singer, innit? She was a cute girl though. Back in the day, she was mad cute. I mean, I had a crush on her back in the day, isn't it? Like a crazy crush on her. There's something about Asians in it that you know that's attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta admit that she is pretty peng though, innit? Let me just put that there. There we go. Then we can see. You gotta admit she is pretty peng though. Listen, look. There's something about Asian chicks in it. They've just got something about them that like you're like, yo, what you say? Where you from? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not a hentai lover. Nah. Don't get me wrong. I've checked that hentai back in the day, isn't it? But I don't know. Something about like I've seen the Dragon Ball Z hentai. They're funny. They are. They're funny as hell. Oh man, fucking NR and BC started this all off, man. Jesus Christ. Let's get back to. We are really gonna go off the rails in a bit as well. What was I thinking about ETH? Let's do ETH. Yeah. So ETH, I was saying that. Fucking hell. Goonie. You know what? I'm surprised you haven't even started this off yet. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all love, man, isn't it? Bless. Yeah, so we're saying like in a bull season, this is very, very like would be incredibly bullish as well. But I don't think it's a bullish play just yet. I mean, if we start reclaiming this area here, see this low here, right? That's where the problem is we come in. So again, if we do pop into this area, which is around the 1440 level, which is a previous all-time high, if we break down, play back into this, lose this level there, come back into this range band environment, because we got a range band environment from this high there, right, to this low here. That's a range band environment in my opinion. So this, like I was saying that here yesterday, I said this is a no man spot, right? It's a dead man spot there. So if we were to reclaim and hold above it, yeah, we can play it back up higher, which is all fine, at least to a minimum up here. But what the fuck was I doing? Where's I go? Let me just remove some of this shit. Yeah, there we go. But I'd like to see us retest back into this range. You know, I would like to see us back in this range, because if we do come back and then FOMC coming up, so what could happen tomorrow is price play up, come back down, and then playing back into this range, back into the mid range, and then range low. So it's going to be a bit of a quiet play. I don't think we're going to have much volatility yet. I think volatility could come in tomorrow with FOMC. So looking at strictly as a range bounding play, what we got, because it's Tuesday, we've got Monday's range, Monday's high, Monday's low. Drop it down to the 15 minutes, see what's happened. Same thing as well. No liquidity has been taken from Monday's high during Asia. All we've got here, we got, again, trend line over here, and we're actually losing it. We're actually losing it. Because when I posted in the group, we were above it. I was looking for an area of potentially coming into this area of consolidation right there. That's what I like to see us come into, break down. This would have been a trigger for me to enter with a stop loss on Monday's high. Maybe take out the stops and then come back down, and that will still give me the trigger. But something like this, lose, which low are we looking for? Lose this low here. The fact that we lose this low here, to me, now, it's not looking good. So if we break down, lose this low, mid-range is coming. That's the magnet in price there. So at the mid-range, let's just remove this out there. So at the mid-range, what we're looking for now, so it's this low here. Market structure is bearish on there. Look, if you look, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, and then higher low, right? We're just looking for this to actually break down. Sorry, to hold. Right, so this is hold is fine. We can still reclaim and carry on going higher, which we don't know. But the fact that we lost this low here, right? To me, it's now become deviation. It's all. It's a mean. It's going to be choppy. It's going to be a deviation here until we have a clear sign. So really and truly, we'll see how we come up into this mid range. If we hold above it, we can play back up, maybe into target 1, target 2, squeezing it back into to this consolidation there, and then we see if we can squeeze up to take out liquidity there, right? However, if we start losing, because I can't take a trade now. I can't take a trade here now. Reason why? We're just so close to the mid range. There's the risk to reward is not worth it. So I'm gonna have to sit back on Ethereum. Let it do its thing. If it holds above, we play up to target 1, squeeze it up to 25% of range, and then go into this area. Actually, yeah, I'll say into this area here, and then we'll see how we react. See if we can squeeze into there. If we start breaking back down, again, this consolidation here is resistance. I expect this to be resistance until we break above and hold. And if we break back down, back into the mid range. But if we start losing the mid range, so come into here, lose the mid range, right? So you see this low here. Let's say, yeah, around here. That's your trigger, right? Back into 25% of range, back into range low. Taking out liquidity over here. Because now the question is, which liquidity goes first? Is it Monday's low or Monday's high? And we can continue play here throughout the rest of today and tomorrow. I don't see why not. And then on FOMC, when the FOMC happens, right, then we see massive volatility up and down. And then we have a direction there. So let it do its thing. There's nothing much to say. It's literally just focusing on Monday's range. That's what it is, really. It literally is just focusing on Monday's range. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, whole BNB. Dude, you know what? I'll be honest with you. With BNB in it, like, it's definitely one of my top 5 coins I'm looking to accumulate. I don't have any BNB, in all honesty. I don't have any at the moment. I got bids at $40 on BNB just to keep me going. I like to have bids like on these coins, for example, like Solana and whatnot, at very low prices. The reason why is that when it does hit and it does wick out, it's all good. And also I've allocated funds to that project. So if let's say I have like $10,000 for example, and I want to have 50% in USDT and 50% into alts, right? But it's all in USDT right now, so I've got bids at very, very low prices. So I know that in my mind I've only got $5,000. So I got to play with $5,000 to pay myself, trade X, Y, and Z, that kind of stuff. But like what happens is at every bull run, these exchange coins, they're the ones that pop the hardest. They pop really, really well, and you got to hold them as well, in my opinion. Look at FTX, look at BNB. These kind of coins you want to keep a hold of as well. But we wait for the lows. I think 50 BNB. Vegeta, yeah, he's been saying $50 is all in. He's been saying that for a long time actually, since we've been talking about BNB like a few months ago. So can you try Ape? Yeah, let's do Ape, man. Let's do Ape because there's not much to talk about with ETH and BTC. That's all the plans there really. Let's do some more. Let's do some alts. We'll squeeze in some alts today, okay? Let's have a look at Ape. Any questions about what you call it? Ethereum. You know what? I'm gonna make a roll up. 1 second. Where's my papers? I think I'm having cigarettes right, and they're quite strong, so it's fucking up my throat in it. 1 second, guys. Tobacco. Fit the Doge, yeah? Oh, you sent me a Doge chart? Okay, I'll have a look at that. One second. Hello? How you doing? Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. How are you doing? No, that's fine. That's fine. Your labor is how much? No problem. That's fine then. We'll sort that out then. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I see you later. Get back. But brother, quick question. Oh fuck. He's already cut. Sorry about that. So what's going on? It's like there's a leak at my mom's in my mom's roof in it, up in the loft in it. It's been happening for. We did get it. Well, I thought we got it fixed anyway. But when you leave it to my brother, he's a bit of a bellend if you ask me. Just a fat lazy piece of shit. But fuck that guy. Sometimes you have kids in it, they don't do shit for you. So my brother, I mean, bless him in it, right? Don't get me wrong. I have respect for him because he's my brother, but I'll smack the fuck out of him, man. I'm waiting for him to actually, to get me the wrong time. Anyway, so as you're aware, I'm home here and at the same time trying to take care of this, with like my mom's roof in it, which is a bit stupid anyway. But sometimes you fuck it. But yeah, anyway, fuck it. I don't know what I'm talking about it. So Ape. Let's have a look at Ape. Let's have a look at the weekly. What's going on? So we're coming out. Oh, so we've got monthly levels. Let's have a look at monthly levels. What's going on? Let me delete everything. We start a new clean chart. Right. Remove all drawings and let's see what happened. Okay, so we've got an area of consolidation. As you can see, price is getting capped up two sides. Number one, we've got this high here, right? This high there, and you can say this low here, right? That's what you can focus on. However, what I'll be looking at is using a range band environment, and I think we're stuck in June's range. June's range is the one. Liquidity has been taken out on the upside, but liquidity has been taken out on the downside. Let's have a look. The low comes into where? What's going on? Everyone's saying OP. Yeah, I'll look at OP as well. I'll do OP. I'll look at the Doge chart from Vegeta in just a moment as well. Who's in the country club? There's quite a number of us in the country club. Go on, Meta. Okay, so yeah. So we're looking at coordinates. So the coordinates on that one, the low is 3066. 66. Okay. Let's drop it down to the weekly. Remember, put that as purple. Alright, so as you can see, what we're happening on the weekly right now. So liquidity has been taken, got low, got the high. Liquidity has been taken out. Deviation. Where do we come to? Remember, from low to high, high to low to mid, mid to high, high to mid. This is where we're looking at, mid to low. This is what we're looking at, right? So this is a possibility now. And the question is, see this here, this low here. Did we even tag it? We didn't even tag it. Actually, did we tag it? Let me just get a proper chart. Yeah, we did tag it. So we tagged it. So that low comes in at what? $6.210, and that comes in at the high comes in $6. Yeah, just before we didn't even tag it properly, but it's enough to show me that we can go a lot more lower. Now, actually on the weekly, we got another range on the weekly. So price is in the range, in the range, in the range. Okay. So what's happened here? You can see if I draw my lines here. So you see this high here? That's capping the market on the upside. So if I draw that as orange, right, that's there. So you can see there's resistance, right? So so now we're below it. I know the week just started, and on Monday we popped up quite strongly. So I wouldn't be looking for it. Looking for a long just yet. We'll use Monday's range in a moment as well. What else can we say? What else can we talk about this chart? If we hold, reclaim, then I can say, yeah, go back into range high. But we start losing it, 25% taking out this liquidity here, double bottom right there, and then going back into range low. So let's have a look. Go on the daily. Look at that. So now we know we've got our Monday's range going on, just as usual. So Monday's range, let's draw Monday's range on, because we can do that on any chart really, to be honest, using Monday's range. So we know the Monday's range, we're coming towards Monday's mid-range, which comes in approximately $5.56. So we'll see how that reacts there. So already we know one thing. Number one, we found resistance of a weekly high. That's capping the market here, and that's causing a deviation. So if that's the weekly high that's causing a deviation, what's going to happen? We're going to come back down at least to the mid-range. Right? The mid-range is the target. So if you want to take a short, I think it's quite valid there in my opinion. So now, how will I time out a short? Let's have a look. We'll drop it down to 4 hours. Does this tell me much? I mean, 4 hours, you can see yeah, so you can see off here on the 4 hours we've got this. See this high here? So price got up, find support, gets back below, resistance, resistance, resistance. We pop back up, we do a bit of a deviation, at least a target to here, to the 25% of the range, which is looking around $5.20, 26, 20, 27 to 24. Let's go to 25. So that's that. I'll just drop it down to the 4 hours, to the 1 hour. Drop it down to the 1 hour now. Let's have a look. What do we have here? Yeah, you can see how this level has been reacting as quite a severe resistance there. Resistance, resistance. We come up there as a deviation, finding a strong resistance, and off we go. We come into the monthly level there again. That monthly level, as we already talked about, is, well, that's the 75% of the range is acting as resistance. If we're below the 75% range, where we're going to, at least to here. So if I were to actually look for a shorting scenario, let's go on the 15 minutes. We might have seen something here. There we go. That's where the problem is now. So you see this. See this low over here to this high there. What's happened? Consolidation. Price come back down. Resistance. And then we found resistance. Now, if we lose this low here, oops, back down over here. Fuck. Right. If we come back down to if we lose this low here, this low, this is where the low is holding a support right now. You got a scalp trade that you can actually do. If we lose it, find resistance down here. So do it properly. Find resistance. You got a scalp trade back into the mid range. From the mid range, see how we react. Right. We hold above it. At least we see we'll go back into this area here. If we reclaim, then we know we're going to go back up to the weekly high there. But break down. Lose this low back over here, right, and then play it back into 25% of the range, and then into this mid range over here that we got there, so which is at $5.50. So it's a short to me with Ape, in my opinion. If we reclaim and hold above it, then we can play it for higher prices there. So that's the only way I can look for it, because anything below here, below this this box over there will be a shorting opportunity. We can't even have my fingers right. If we reclaim this level here, Monday's high, and so there's two things that can happen, right? We can take out Monday's high, break down, and that will be a shorting opportunity because we're below Monday's high, and that'll be your deviation there. And then we play it back down to the mid-range, but at least to target one over here off this level, weekly level there. See how we react there. If we hold above it, cut the trade, okay? Just cut the trade. Then if we lose it, back to mid-range. But if I want to be bullish, I won't be long in it just yet. I'll have to get to here, hold above this level there, and then we can fill up into target one, which will be here. That'll be target one, and then target two at June's high. Then from June's high, we'll see what happens. Remember, this is a deviation, right? So do we hold above it and show higher prices to go higher, or do we actually end up start breaking back down? And if you start breaking back down, you know you got your trade, your hard stop will be here, playing it back to mid-range to range low. So, but in my opinion, it's bearish in my opinion on a lower time frame perspective. Because also market okay, you can say the market structure is on the 4 hours bullish. You can agree with that, right? Not so much actually on the 1 hour. Let's see what happened. I mean, yeah, market structure is broken on the downside. Look, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, and then we just lost it here. So this low will be a resistance factor. So now, if you want to actually get more confirmation, right, to play it, it's this low here. See this low here? Lose this low there, and you know it's the mid range, and then you know you got a higher probability playing it back down to here and playing back down to the range low. So that's ape. That's ape for me. On the upside, yeah, on the upside, this is capping the market here. See this low there? Just zoom into here. So you see this low here? Right there. That's capping the market right there. So if we break out this high here, again, market structure, then you can start saying that's the low, the higher high, higher low. And then if we break up and hold above it, then we can start playing for higher prices into, well, take out these liquidity over here and then into this low over there. So just draw that across into here. So that's ape. OP. Let's have a look at OP. USDT. Some Binance. Let's see how much data we got here. Now we got all the till fucking July, June. Let's see OP on KuCoin. Doge, yeah. I'll have a look at Doge as well. Morning, Yuri. Smash the likes, everybody, man. Appreciate that. I'm watching House of Dragons. It's a bit slow, though, in my opinion. I think it's a bit slow and boring. I think everyone likes it, but I think it's kind of shit. I don't know who the bad guys are. Is it the king? The king looks like he's oh no, spoiler alert. Actually, yeah, spoiler alert. The king takes a fall in it. So. And so I don't know who the bad guy is, man. Like, is it the princess? What do you guys think? Now, I don't use MAs for my trading strategies. I just look at the chart, what the price tells me. It tells me the whole thing. So the candle says a lot of the story for me. So if I go to like monthly, let's see where we are. So this was the original price action in May, right? That's spike up. I bet you'll be found resistance of the mid range. Yeah, you can see the mid range is resistance. See that resistance over here? Well, all this was just resistance off the first monthly there, and that was a deviation of that the first month. Obviously, we didn't have much data from May itself because he launched within May itself, towards the end of May. But anyway, we lost this low here. magnet price to me is at 77 cents. Let's call it 78 cents. And then at 78 cents, we'll see what happens. Do we hold above it and reclaim? But that's the monthly. Monthly closes in about 10 days. But with this whole Fed rate and shit like that that's going to happen, we could fucking dump it quite hard. And then, but then also another thing you can see, if I remove all this, right? Look at this. See this consolidation right here, this low, right, all this is all consolidation right there. Price consolidated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, well, 5 weeks, right, of consolidation right there. Then he popped up. Then we just come for a retest. That's what it looks like. And then from there, we'll see what happens. This is consolidation, breakout. This is a retest. And then from the retest, do we get an expansion to go up higher? And that'll be the expansion to go higher prices. Or do we come back into this range and lose this and then play for lower prices? So that's what we're looking for, seeing what happens. But we know essential target will be here, which comes down to just below you can really play it for an extended target into this area, which is about what, 67 cents. That's what you're looking for if you want to play shorts. Now, what does the weekly tells us? Does it tells us anything? Well, weekly we've taken out liquidity last week's low, and 3 weeks ago we've taken out this low over here, and we're just about finding some sort of resistance. Well, we are finding resistance off there. We didn't even find it. So let's see this high. Yeah, it's off this high. This is the mean then. So let's see what happens now. I'll delete all that. Let's have a look at the daily. Daily wise, again, we're approaching range low. Do we find, I mean, at least on a daily to this level here, at least to this, and that way it feels like all this inefficiency right here that's left over. So we've got bearishness, but we need to lose this low here for us to play back down here. Okay, so if we want to start narrowing it down, let me just start marking out these levels here. Right, daily, make this a lighter blue. And let's go on the 4 hours. I mean, 4 hours. Look at this thin ass movement up there. That's a fucking thin movement there. Find resistance in the mid range, gets above, holds it. The moment we lose it, lose this low there, finds resistance. That was your short there. You know, I mean, your hard stop would be above the above here, but a stop loss over here, double top right there, and off we go. And we're just filling out all this. Well, we fill out this movement over here, which is where we're grinding over there, and now we're looking to fill out this last bit over here. So again, it's looking a bit bearish in my opinion. So if I look at the 4 hours, how would I play this? Got a range band environment. What do we have? So we've got this SR that's capping the market on the downside. Let's make that as red, so I know what I'm looking at. And then what's holding the market on the upside? Let's have a look. This was capping the market. Oops, not that one. Put this over here. This was capping the market on the upside over here. You can see all we've done clearly. If this is a range band environment, price was range banding. This is a deviation. Look over here, had a resistance, so that's quite clear. Going into the 1 hour. I mean, look, what's Monday? Let's do Mondays in a bit. Let's go on the 1 hour. Monday's range is, that's the low happened, and that's the high. Yeah, that's the high. You can see Monday's range. Look at that. We've found resistance on Monday's range. It's the mid range, right? Capped off here, and then off we go back down to 25%, and it's looking to me at least to the minimum of this, and then come down here. So now, if I want to play shorts, right? What would I look for? See if we can pop into this area here. Back, maybe a pull back into here, or even a deeper pull back in. Let's just do this properly actually. A pull back into here, or a deeper pull back into there. That's what we're looking for, right? We're seeing a reaction of these areas there. So let it do its thing. If it pulls up and breaks up, starts breaking down, you know that is your entry, right? That's your entry. And I'd say you want to keep a stop loss above the highs over here, above the mid range. Price can still actually do this. Price can actually do this. Come into this area here. Once it breaks down, you know that's your entry, to be honest, right? Keep a hard stop there. You can keep a normal stop loss there. Invalidations here. If we get up above the mid range and holds above it, we're going to take out these double tops over there, and then come back into the 25 and then Monday's high. But below, because we're below the mid range, price can do this, break down, and then that'll be target 1, and then we're squeezing for target 2, right? That's how we'll be looking for. That's a deeper pullback, but essentially you're looking for like a push back into here. This is your confirmation. This will be your confirmation over here, and then if we start losing this low here, you know that what happens. We lost this low there. We're not even reclaiming this area. If we start reclaiming it, then you start looking for bullishness, because why? We've come back into the 4-hour support right here, and then you can play it back up to 25 and then mid-range. That's what you'll be looking for. But if we start losing the support here and we don't even reclaim, and we do something like this, break down, you know your target's over here. That's what you're looking for. That's OP for me. So that's the bearish play. For me to play bullish, right? Like I said, price can come down here, reclaim this 4-hour low, range low. That's an SR, because look, support, bit of a deviation there and support there. That'll be confirmation to play back up to 25 into the mid range, and then from there see how it goes and extended targets there. Now we can still play back within this range and come into the mid range between those two areas, right? And that's a perfectly fine play to play back down. But if we and also I'll cut my trade if he does this, but if he reclaims this area here, the 4 hours, play carry on there, 75% of the range, and then we squeeze into Monday's high. Then what we've done, we take out Monday's low, we take out Monday's high, we'll see what happens. Reclaim and hold above it, we fill out all this inefficiency there. That's what OP will be looking like for me. I think OP is a clearer play compared to Ape in my opinion. It's a much more clearer play. Yeah, and that's OP. Doge, I'll do Doge in just a moment there. So Elena's asking, when you draw Monday's range, is it Fibonacci? Yes, it is. And how's it been set up? Thanks, thank you, Vest. I appreciate that. So basically, I do a normal Fibonacci retracement, right? You see over here, click on that. Normally, your Fibonacci one wouldn't have these levels that I've got here. So all I do, if you double click on the Fibonacci itself, go to styles, and these are my levels here: 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1. That's what it is, and that would be my level to level. So when for those who want to understand how I play the range itself, it's literally I'm playing from the low back to 25% of range to the mid range, and that'll be like a good target there. Take heavy profits there, reclaim and hold above it. Then I'll be playing it back to this area here, and then back to range high, and that's level to level. Or you can focus on either this high to this low, so the high to the mid, and mid. Can't even draw lines properly. Mid to low, and literally you're just playing it back down over here, and if it reclaims, you play back up there, and you're still focusing within this area here. But if you start losing it, then you're focusing in this section over here. Okay, that's how I play the Fibonacci plays. Hopefully that helps there. What's going on? TCX, you joined the country club. Welcome. Good to have you there. We're gonna do a session straight after. Well, in about an hour or two. I'll post up the link, because what it is like I did like my first live session in the country club, and did it on I recorded on OBS and uploaded it onto, because I couldn't put it up onto Discord because the video was 2 gigabytes. It was like an hour video, 2 gigabytes. It's like fuck. And so I put it on Google Google motherfucking Drive in it, right? And then I literally just post it there, and I think a lot of people had to download it, kind of thing. I don't know what happened really. They couldn't fast forward it while they're on the go, kind of thing. Like, you know, they'll do the 1.5 times the speed. So I'm gonna actually do after this the stream, I'm gonna do another YouTube channel just for the Daink Country Club, and then all the videos will be private there. Addition to hang house of Stark flags beside your wall. Yeah, do you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Have the fucking house of Stark right next to it. That's a sick plan, you know. But Winder, you're a smart motherfucker there. Gomez says, what's the mean? What do you mean by what's the mean? Take care, Justin. I'll see you soon, brother. C Club's awesome. Thank you so much for that, man. Yeah. So if you, so Nick, if you want to actually join the country club, literally just there's 2 ways to do it actually. So literally, might as well plug myself in. It's my own freaking YouTube, innit? I'm plugging everyone in it. So if you go to Dank's C Club, right there, on there's 2 options, right? So it's the first post that's there. So you can actually click onto traderdank.com, right? And then you go to the website, and through the website, you can go to plans and plans and pricing, and then do the whole payment over there, right? That's one way, and you can just do it by card. But if you're interested on actually paying by crypto, for example, if you want to do it by crypto, this link over here, system.discord payment bot, all you do is click on that, go to subscribe, and you can literally just choose which currency you want to put it on. You want to make a payment there, and that's not on there. So those are the two ways actually joining. Then, like, if you do the via card, you'll get an email. It might be in your junk as well. A lot of people actually didn't see any emails in regarding to the link to the Discord. Then oops, what is this there? What am I doing? Yeah, you get I think a link to the Discord, and then you can just click on the link, and I'll see you there. So what's going on? But yeah, do Doge for Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta's me. Fucking bust my nut in a bit. Like, you fucking bastard. Doge USDT. Let's have a look. Fucking hell, this cough is pissing me off still. What's going on, Mike? I've done OP. Oh, well, I did the BTC and Ethereum. I looked at OP. I looked at Ape, and I'm gonna look at Doge. Have you TCX? I think you've done it right. You should have got an email, right? I think you should have an email. If you haven't got no email on your junk, right, just double check your junk. If you haven't got an email, just send me a DM, and I'll help you. I'll help you out. See what's up. But yeah, what are we doing? We're doing Doge for Vegeta because he's looking at Doge. Let's see, daily. What's going on? Back into this area of consolidation. You see, we've lost this range band environment, so let's just fucking delete that shit. Let's get some clear values here. Right, so as you can see, this was capping the market that high there. We're really and truly playing in a range band environment, and this range on a weekly makes me wonder, are we playing in this range here? Is this the range we're playing in? It makes sense. It makes absolute sense why we're playing in this range here. See that weekly candle right there? This high and this low. It makes absolute sense. Look at this support right here. Where's the magnet in price? We can't even reclaim. So we found resistance once, resistance twice. We find support over here at the 75% range. And now we're losing the low over here, and that, yeah, we're losing the low over here. Right, we find some support. Any pop up there, I'd say back into this low over here, and then squeeze it into the mid range, which comes around 0.47 cents. And then once we lose this low here, fucking hell, Lord have mercy, because I am gonna come and take a short here so hard. I'm fucking taking the short hard then. So 1 cent, bro. A lot more less in my opinion. I think we go to thingy to this it's 0.00726. Let me move my head. You see that? This is fucking nasty, fam. You know what I'm saying? This is a horrible thing to have a look at. I can't believe I actually did. I showed you this chart, and it's gonna fuck everyone up a little bit now. Yeah, it's awesome, Nick. Good to see you there in a bit, man. Welcome to the DCC. To those who joined, check the chart I sent, or type Doge USD and go for it. Let me have a look. What you did you send it on Discord or on Telegram? Let's have a look. Right. I got it. Let's have a look. Yeah, fam. Exactly that. So what Vegeta's showing is this. I didn't even look at his chart yet. I was literally looking at. He literally just highlighted this area here. Exactly that. At least to a minimum of we'll come to about this area. That's target 1, and then that'll be target 2. Well, sorry, target 1 here. That'll be target 2, and that'll be target 3. At least to a minimum to approximately 1.3 cents. That's what I would say. At least to a minimum, but as a range band, the trader was go over here, man. We're gonna squeeze into here, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to squeeze out everyone out, take out the stops there. But yeah, I think this is Doge for you, man. I fucking love this fucking chart right there. Hang on to you. Let me make a fucking proper chart, right? And I'll post this on Twitter, because I think this is sick. Yeah, man, this is nasty, fam. Let's have a look. So what we're looking for, where we are, right? So this is the range band environment right here. So we're finding support off this low. That's what we're finding there. So if we were to lose this area here, maybe pop into here, lose this low here, but then I can say that's my short, back into target 1. We lose this area here, and you know, back into here, and then let me draw that fucking box. No, I'll say here. Yeah, I'll squeeze into here. I actually would squeeze into this area, and then squeeze it to. Oops. That's what I'm looking for. That's nasty, fam. Give me a second. Let me just fucking snip that before I forget about it. That's a sweet chart, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Doge is fucking. Yo, Vegeta, thank God you're around, bro. Thank God you're around. That's all I can say. But that's Doge, man. Doge is coming down, and then I'll be honest with you, man. So look, I did say that Doge would be a coin that I'll be looking to accumulate, right? Yeah, I did say that Doge is definitely a coin that I'm looking to accumulate. So for the next bull run, I'll be honest with you, same like SHIB, same like Floki, those are the coins I'll be looking to accumulate, because when they pop heavy for the bull run. So what I want to see is price to do a consolidation just like this. You see how this price was consolidating right here, or this consolidation right there? I want to see that happen above here, and then you know you got your buyers in there, and then we're looking for highs and lows. So if you look at this high here to this low there, it gave us a couple of opportunities. We gave us an opportunity, well, 1, 2, 3 months, 3 months of opportunities, and then obviously the mid range is probably about I think it's about here. Yeah, and you can see resistance, the mid range, resistance. We get up, find support, pop it, off we go. So that's Doge for you, man. Yeah, crazy short, man. Very, very crazy short. On a monthly, you gotta admit though, what is so fucking bullish about this? Just remove all this shit here. It's like the stairways to hell. That is the fucking, you know, like I think was it Led Zeppelin, Stairways to Heaven. This is fucking Stairways to Hell, bro. This is not looking good, man. Look at this. You got a step over here, right? Let me just fucking draw this out. A step over there, right? Look at this. All this resistance, right? Slow here, resistance. Slow here, resistance. SRs, clean SRs. This low here, resistance. What happens next now? Is it now this low here, resistance? You can see it's just complete resistance on every key level, every key aspect there's been. It's been resistance. It's been key. So, Daink is the CC. Yeah, it is live. Yeah, 100% it's live. You know what? There's a bunch of you guys actually, you know, who was interested in actually getting to the CC. I'm gonna message you on Twitter as well. So I'll just to give you an update. So yeah, you can jump in. But yeah, but this is fucking horrible, man. So until we do something like that, we'll get the first reclaim and hold, and then go to these areas here. It's all gonna be resistance, man. It's bear market, man. And then FOMC telling me we're not gonna go down into this area here. It's fucking shit. It looks horrible though, in my opinion. Awesome. So, any more questions? I'm gonna call it a day. We've got some stuff to do for the country club there. I need to set up that YouTube and whatnot. Cool. I'll take it as no. That's perfectly fine then. Alright then, guys. I'm going to call it a day. When you post in Twitter, please tag Elon Musk. Fucking hell. Dude, that guy's a pump and dump guy, though. He's an influencer, though. He's a hardcore influencer. You got to admit, though. That guy, he pumped fucking... Let's choose a banner live here. Bruv, fucking hell. I'll tell you something, though. The guy pumped it hard. Like, super, super motherfucking hard, right? And hence the run... And isn't Doge like you can use Doge coins to buy stuff on the Tesla, but it's only like accessories. So Elon Musk is a bit of a plonker there, then. He lost a lot of credibility there. You have to admit. But this is crypto. End of the day, whether he's lost credibility or not, people forget. Everyone will forget, and that's the funniest bit. You can do something dumb, and people forget about. There will be some people who remember, and then like tweet about, like comment below a post of yours, but people forget. Like Do Kwon, no one gives a shit about him. We're all just waiting. All we're doing now, we're just waiting for him to get arrested. He's on the run. We're just waiting for him to get arrested now. Pretty sure that the moment I short Doge, Elon's gonna tweet and fuck it all up. Yeah. No, I don't think he's gonna any tweet now. Like, and he has tweeted about Doge a few times, and when he has tweeted about Doge, yeah, he pumped, right? But if you look at the grand scale of things, it's not that much. So I wouldn't be too worried about it, to be honest. I really wouldn't be too worried. He is the richest man, 100%. But like we're talking about crypto in it, Nick. Like in terms of crypto, this is our domain in it. We belong here in it. Elon Musk doesn't belong here. He just jumped in it. Like where were you back in 2017? The smartest man in the world. Where were you back in 2012, 2015? These times. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're gonna come here and come and take our space, fam. This is our fucking space in it. Don't fucking come here and pump our coins without our permission and then do one. Nah, I'm messing. But look at the Bitcoin thing. He said you can buy Bitcoin with Teslas. Then about 2 months later, it's like, yeah, we're not doing that again. You know what I'm saying? So like, I believe he genuinely believes in crypto. I believe that he does believe in crypto because he's looking for the energy, and that's why he actually stopped the whole Bitcoin thing because of the whole BTC mining is not not good for the environment and whatnot. And I think he might do that for Ethereum. If you think about it, if you put the pieces of the puzzle right, and understand his way of thinking and understand his way of his business logic in terms of saving, because his logic as a human being is about doing the best for mankind. Okay, and don't get me wrong, the idea of Tesla is a great step for mankind. Having everything as an electrical, renewable. He might be looking for renewable energy resources in the future and all that kind of crazy stuff. But yeah, so all that kind of crazy stuff. But if you look at it this way, he looked at Bitcoin. He was fascinated with Bitcoin. Then he talked about how the transaction speed was slow. It's not good and whatnot, X, Y, and Z, and it's not energy. It's not good for the environment because of the mining. Now we've got Vitalik with the ETH merge, which is now said to produce like less than 90% electricity to mine Ethereum, or 99%, something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next bull run he talks about Ethereum. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, that this will be a tweet from what you call it, fucking Elon. Tesla is now accepting Ethereum as payment for Tesla cars. That's the tweet. I can see that happening around the end of the bull run. That's and then 2-3 months later, it's like, yeah, guys, we're not doing it again. So, yeah, I'm gonna give some support to Vegeta profile. No, it's type of Vegeta. Where is it? There you go. Give him some support. Smash up the likes for him as well. Just over here. Yeah, just give us some support. Look at monthly volume at AUG. September was the highest red volume we had for the rest of the year. I think it's just, let's have a look. I'm gonna have a quick look at Ken and then I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna do this one quite briefly. KENN. Never heard of that. What the fuck? KENN. No, that's wrong. Control A. SDT. Okay. I mean, we're still in this consolidation over here. This is where the consolidation is. Right over here. Can you see that? Deviation below it. deviation above it, resistance, deviation above it, resistance, and that's all support over here. So if I was support, so once we lose this low here, we know go into this area consolidation. We've got a lot of lines here. One second. Yeah, once we lose this low here, we'll see how we react off this area here, this area there. I think the support really is off this. That's what, yeah, you can see. You can see all the support that's coming down is retesting that consolidation, because this is consolidation. It's retesting it. How long will it take before you start stepping into it to play within this area of consolidation? And then we'll see what happens after in the bear market. During the bear market, do go a lot lower, do consolidation, do this, right? And if you want to look for accumulation for ready for the next bull run for 2024 over here, then that will be fucking like that. That will be quite sweet. Ken, I really think we go to 10, 11k. Quickly short this out, and I'm gonna call it a day, okay? So if I go to, let's just get a BTC chart, right? And let's get a clean. So we got a clean chart. Let's look at the quarterly. Quarterly doesn't look good, right? And really, this is the previous all-time high, right? We're just below it, so it's gonna be a bit choppy in this area, not a problem. But then what we need to look for is this. If we start losing it, right, then definitely we have to start shorting it over here, playing it to where minimum target to here. That's the minimum target, which comes into about 12.4k. That's the minimum target. But I do see us coming a little bit lower, squeezing into probably here, into this area. Take out liquidity from, what month was this? This is October 2020, so low. Take out liquidity over here. So we can pop into here, target 1, squeeze out here as target 2, maybe do something like that. And then I like to see us to reaccumulate here for about till 2024, and then do something like this, reclaim this low here, and then we can resume the bull run, mid-range, range high, and then go up higher. So, but that's how it looks like to me. I think we go a lot more lower, and then if we start to say which levels, what's the price? Whoops. What's the price? Will be around 10k, yeah, 10.3k, 10.5k. So I do think we're gonna go a lot more lower, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. Let's just see what happens. You think Doge gonna have another crazy run? Yeah, 100%. Doge will always have a crazy run. It had so in every single bull run, right? 2017 had a crazy run. 2020 had a crazy run as well. 2021 had a crazy run. I suspect 2024 is gonna be a crazy run as well. And Elon, he's pro Doge, so once he's up and once he start popping, then he'll be like, once he start tweeting about it, trust me, it will just have a massive run to $1 at least. I think it will take the highest to 77 cents, and then see if we can go to like $1. But we'll see what happens there. I mean, look, fucking hell. If I wanted to show you, okay, I'll show you this just for you guys, right? Because you guys have been really patient with me for a very long time, and I really appreciate that and show me a lot of love. So let me get a new chart, right? Let me get a Doge USDT chart on. Let's use KuCoin for example. KuCoin, no, KuCoin doesn't give me a very clean USD, right? There we go. You see here, 2015. It was back then. Look at this pump. Let's have a look here. Look at how Doge was, man, back then. Fucking hell. So you can see from once we got into 2017, took out these highs, it just never came back into this area. That 0.05 cents. Fucking hell. Whoever held, if anyone held it there, you're a good man there. Anyway, fuck that. So if I were to do a range band environment, let's do monthly. Let's have a look. This is gonna be a bit gassed. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be a bit gassed, but let's see what we got here. From this low to this high. Okay, that's a range band environment. You can see. If I were to do 1.25, 1.5. Oops, wrong way. 7.5 and 2. Where's 2? 2's up here. There we go. Right, let me just swap this around. Right, that's up there, and then let's just do this over here. Look, this is a range band environment, right? If we get some mega bullish price action, for example, reclaim this, back to range higher. This is the previous all-time high. If we get to previous all-time high and during the bull run, I wouldn't be surprised if we do something like that. Come into this area, into $1.11, which is fucking stupid though. And do we even go into the $1.46? Fucking stupid if you ask me. I mean, what the market cap would be on that, man? I actually want to know that. Let's see. Go to Control T. Doge. CMC. Let me get a calculator as well. So we're saying how many? 132. So basically, we know it's going to be 132 billion market cap. That's the second supply. At 130, if at $1, it's 132 billion market cap. Fucking hell. That's mad. That's mad. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because at one point, right, 132. Oops. What was the market cap at all-time high? 89 billion. Fucking hell. 89 billion. 132 billion basically means the market cap currently will be above Tether. Obviously, Tether will go up higher because there'll be more money involved in there as well. But it was at top 5 at one point. It was at top 5 coins. I think it was top 4 at one point. And that's Doge, and it's a meme coin. So when you see shit like that happen, when you see Doge enter the top 5 coin and you're actually holding Doge, make sure you take profits. Don't fucking hold that shit. Because right now, Doge is where? Top 10. From 100 billion market cap, we've gone down to 7 billion. That's a horrible drop. That's like 93% drop. From the all-time high, how much is it? Let's have a look where we at. So, the ruler. From there to there. 92% drop so far. And I think there's a bit more to go. But yeah, look, well, Doge will be a good one. When the bull run comes, when the time comes and we're consolidating, we'll talk about accumulating it as well as a long-term bag. When I say long-term, it's only long-term just for the bull run, and then we'll be selling it during the bull run. I'm not holding shit during the for a very long time. And please, guys, going into the bull run in the future in 2024, don't be holding shit. Like, make sure you be taking profits. Make sure you have to, because a lot of us didn't take profits in this run, which is we got the euphoria. Let this lesson let this be a lesson for yourself. All right, going forward. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get back to the country club, and I'll see you guys soon then. Right, and I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll talk about the FOMC, the plans, and whatnot. Okay, take care, guys.